Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I taught myself to edit my YouTube videos. When it comes to YouTube editing, it's definitely something that all of us will eventually have to learn. Just to let you guys know, I started out not knowing anything about video editing. It was really just me teaching myself how to edit and learning through videos, vlog posts, all those different things. When I started to think about what video editors I wanted to use, I was in college and so I studied landscape architecture, and so we were provided with the whole Adobe Creative Suite, Creative Cloud. And so I was like, I have access to Adobe Premiere Pro. I think I'm just gonna learn on Adobe Premiere Pro. Of course, there are many apps, video editing softwares that you guys can use, but that's what I chose and that's what I still use. So the first thing I did when it came to video editing was I learned the ins and outs of my software, my video editor. When I opened up Adobe Premiere Pro, I was very confused and I'm like, okay, what does all of these things mean? I just went through and learned basically what each tool was, and then kind of just fooled around with, you know, the software. I would like literally shoot something and then upload it on there and then just play around with the video editor and see what, you know, each thing pretty much did. Of course, in Adobe Premiere Pro there are a lot of different elements to it, so it's probably a lot easier to explore around in an app. It's, you know, only going to be so complicated in an app, but just explore around in your video editor first, and then you'll be able to, you know, kind of figure out what things are, what they're used for, what they mean. And I just find that useful than just trying to jump into editing a video when you don't even know the software. So once you know your video editor, your video software, the next thing I would say is learn the basics. So for me, I learned all of my basics first. Pretty much the basics of video editing, that, or at least the basics to me, were to cut my videos. So just, you know, cutting out all of those ums and likes, anything that was like a mistake, anything that I missaid. You want all of those things to get cut out, so that was very important to me. Adding text to my videos was super important as well. Text can just give that extra attention to a point that you're trying to make, and so I really want to learn how to add text to my videos. And the last thing that was pretty much a basic one that I wanted to learn was adding music and how to kind of like underlay the music on my videos so it's not over me talking, but just enough to give a little bit more interest to my video but not distract from what I'm trying to say. And so those were pretty much the three things: cutting, text, and music. So once I got my basics down, I started to explore more with effects and stuff like that. So with effects, most of the time I use overlays, I use green screens, sound effects, transitions. All of those things would fall under effects, and that was definitely something that even added more to my videos. So when you shoot your videos, you're basically at like the baseline of your videos, and then, you know, you do the cutting, the text, the music that adds something else to your videos. But then if you can add overlays, effects, transitions, all of those things to videos as well, they just add a lot more to it. So once you have, you know, the basics down pat, then you're adding more to it. One thing I used to always do before I was a YouTuber, I was a consumer of YouTube videos, and so for me, just finding inspiration from other people and being like, oh, that's a cool effect, let me see if I can try it or put my own spin on it, is definitely something that I would suggest. You know, there are a lot of people who are creative when it comes to video editing, and for me it was just like learning what I liked and what I wanted to try. So if like you go to like my earlier videos, you can see me gradually getting better at video editing and becoming inspired from others and trying it in my videos. Another suggestion I would make is to, when you're doing your video editing, it's really easy to get stuck in like one video editing style. I would say for me, to help me better my video editing skills, what I did was I would make each video different. I've never stuck to kind of like a style other than my bullet journal videos, but other than that, I pretty much tried out different things. All of my videos are different, and all of them are, you can tell that I've maybe that week I learned a different effect and I tried it out in that video. So I would just say make each of your videos different from an effect that you learned about. Also, look up things, like look up things on YouTube. Like if you see someone did like a spin or like a spin transition or something like that, like look up spin transition on YouTube. You will find a video on it. Like YouTube has pretty much everything you need when it comes to editing. Like just look up stuff, learn things, and that's an extra thing that you can put in, you know, your editing arsenal. And lastly, practice. Just practice. Each video that you're putting out, you're just basically practicing your editing. The more videos you put out, the better you will get at editing. I am still learning. I am not a pro by no means. There are still things in Adobe Premiere Pro that I have no idea what they do. No idea. It's all about learning and just finding, you know, different things and trying them out. Just practice as much as possible. But that is it for this video. That is how I taught myself to edit. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.